What's up guys, it's Goblin here, back to another episode. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys the 3 best decks to use in the new Double Evolution tournament, which started a few hours ago. I'm going to play 2 matches with each deck, and the first deck we're going to use in today's video is going to be this P.E.K.K.A. Ramrider deck. See you guys soon with game number 1. Okay, let's go guys, hopping into game number 1 right away. So as I just said, I'm going to show you guys a total of 3 different decks. By the way, Goblin is available, Electro Dragon is not available, so very important to keep in mind. While choosing your deck or while playing this tournament in general, know that you can never face Electro Dragon Evolution, and know that you can play with and against the Goblin as we're seeing right now. Okay, let's actually go with Electro Spirit. Unfortunately, we did not have the P.E.K.K.A. available. P.E.K.K.A. is actually an amazing card against the Goblin. And talking about P.E.K.K.A., looks like this guy also has the P.E.K.K.A. in his deck. So I guess I'm just gonna let this be. I'm gonna go with Skeletons here against the Doctor, and then afterwards I'm probably gonna go with my P.E.K.K.A. I actually want to keep our Doctor alive, so let's actually go with a P.E.K.K.A. here in front of the Doctor, making sure that the P.E.K.K.A. like his P.E.K.K.A. doesn't kill the Doctor, and then afterwards we can potentially get an ability going. Ability, always very important to note where your Goblin like the monster from the Goblin died. In this case, this guy does have the Electro Dragon, but he is of course not gonna have the evolution available. So let's go with arrows here, taking care of the guards. Electro Dragon afterwards could maybe allow us to activate the King Tower if he doesn't drop anything besides it. And I guess looks like he doesn't. I think this Electro Dragon should get 1 shot, right? I'm not sure. I think it does. Let's see. Okay, nice. With the last HP, 1 HP, it does end up getting the connection. And I think here we're just gonna take the Bedram charge and then go with a P.E.K.K.A. here. Okay, so interesting matchup. I think it's a similar matchup, but he does have a more of an expensive deck because he showed Electro Dragon, he showed the guard, so he definitely has a more of an expensive version right here. Let's go with the P.E.K.K.A. Let's go with Skeletons. Let's then I think go with a Rage Spell here. I don't think he's gonna go with his guards quite yet, and if he does, we have the arrows available. Let's see. Okay, looks like he just goes with the P.E.K.K.A. So that's pretty good trade for us because our Rage P.E.K.K.A., as you guys can see, gets a lot of damage on top of his. So I think this P.E.K.K.A., we don't really need to spend anything. If anything, I guess we can just distract it a little bit, but I honestly don't know if it was necessary. But I guess we can just go with the Ramrider here. Anyways, it's a pretty good play because he doesn't have P.E.K.K.A. available, and he's gonna have to overspend on the Ramrider. And even if he, for example, now spends the guards, it's still gonna get a connection. So let's go with Ice Wizard. Let's go with P.E.K.K.A. here on the left side, and as you guys can see, we have a very quick cycle. That's what I like about this deck, is that you have the like the Skeletons, the Electro Spirit, quick cycle, and then besides that you also have a lot of different ways to pressure. Like for example now on the left side lane we have the P.E.K.K.A., on the right side lane we have the Goblin. We can activate the ability here to make sure that we do a lot of damage to the tower, probably even take down the tower completely, and then afterwards I'm just gonna focus on defense right now. Okay, Electro Spirit here, let's go with the Ice Wizard. We have the P.E.K.K.A. available as well, which I guess we're just gonna drop it here on defense against the Bedram, and I'm gonna go with Rage Spell as well, making sure that the Bedram is not going anywhere. Very nice win here. I'm assuming it's gonna be a win at least. It's only 15 seconds left. The evil skeletons are even still alive. Let's go with the Goblin let's go with Skeletons, let's go with Electro Spirit, let's go with another Ice Wizard, and this deck is amazing. Honestly, if you guys are looking for a really solid deck in the current meta, and also a pretty easy deck to play with, I definitely recommend using this P.E.K.K.A. Quick Cycle Ramrider deck. Okay, let's go guys, hopping into game number 2. As I mentioned before, with each deck we're gonna play a total of 2 matches. So the total matches in today's video are gonna be 6, since we're gonna play with 3 different decks. I guess everyone knows the format if you have or if you are watching, if you have been watching these type of videos on my channel. Okay, let's go with the Ice Wizard here to defend. Looks like, oh, this is actually gonna be a mirror match, I think, even though we do not have the Ice Spirit. He has the Ice Spirit, so I guess it's not gonna be the exact same deck, but it should be a similar matchup here. Okay, let's go with the E-Spirit here, let's go with the P.E.K.K.A. as well. What I like about the Goblin is that the reset is so good on defense sometimes. Like, I feel like the Doctor itself, besides his ability, but the normal attack doesn't really DPS down, for example, a troop. But what I like about it is that it can stun, for example, the Ramrider, it can stun Inferno Dragons, it can stun a lot of different things. I think he's gonna go with Skeletons, so let's go with a Rage Prediction here. Nice, very good Rage Prediction. Hopefully the P.E.K.K.A. is able to take care of the Ice Wizard, and then the Doctor here might be able to get a good amount of damage. So even though the attack, like, it seems very, how do you say, harmless, I think is the word in English. You don't really worry about your tower when you see the small Doctor hitting it, but low-key, pretty good amount of damage right there. So I will definitely take that. Let's in the meantime go with Skeletons to cycle towards the right side, and I think I'm just gonna go with a P.E.K.K.A. here in the back to try and make another big push. So let's see, is he gonna go, I was about to say, is he gonna go defensive, is he gonna go offensive? Looks like he's preparing for defense, so I guess we can just go with arrows. And I think here I'm just gonna go with Electro Spirit, take the damage, and then afterwards try to focus on my attack. Ramrider is gonna get a pretty good amount of damage, but how is he gonna defend the evil P.E.K.K.A. push plus Ramrider, and we also have the Rage Spell available. Okay, let's wait a little bit. Let's, I guess, go with a Rage Spell right now. Maybe I should have kept the Rage Spell a little bit longer to avoid the skeletons. But anyways, oh, okay, he was able to get a really nice defense with the Ice Wizard, with the cannon, and the Evil Ice Spirit actually helping out so much right there. So maybe not the best decision on our part, but honestly, overall situation is still pretty decent and definitely very winnable. Okay, let's go with skeletons. I guess I'm gonna switch lanes with the P.E.K.K.A. And what I like about this deck is you can also often split lane like with your deck. Like for example, now we can go with Goblinstein here. The Doctor is gonna go together with the P.E.K.K.A. and then afterwards, okay, we do have to be careful with the Firecracker. Let's have the arrows ready to take care of the Firecracker right away. And let's then afterwards try to focus maybe on a double lane push, or should we just focus on making one big push? Honestly, I haven't seen the spell from him. I think I'm gonna go with a P.E.K.K.A. evolution onto the right side lane, and then I'm gonna prepare for the Ram Rider right now. Okay, let's go with Ram Rider here. Let's wait a little bit. Let's then, I think, rage up everything. Let's go with a rage right now, and then I'm gonna keep elixir for the arrows. Okay, nice. Let's go with arrows as soon as possible. The evil P.E.K.K.A. is gonna be very hard for him to defend. Ram Rider in the meantime gets to the tower, and that should be tower down. So even though he had cannon, quick cycle, he had a lot of different ways to defend the P.E.K.K.A, we're still gonna secure the W here unless something crazy happens. But yeah, he needs to go with a Ram Rider. He will not pass our defense. We have evil skeletons, we have P.E.K.K.A, we have a quick cycle. This deck is very solid. See you guys soon with the next deck. Okay guys, so the second deck I want to show you in today's video is gonna be this Lockbait deck. I saw this deck on Riley's profile. He was really high in the current leaderboard on the ranked system, and I think it's also gonna be a very good deck in the global tournament because Lockbait in general is just a very solid deck. At least if you're pretty good with it, I think you should try out this version, because with the Goblinstein, I feel like it has a great synergy. And just in general, the deck is very solid on defense. You have a very solid defense. We are using it with Fireball, mainly because Riley was using it with Fireball, but also I know why. It's just very good against the Goblinstein, and Goblinstein honestly right now is super popular. So many people are using it, and in general it's just nice to have the Fireball in your deck. So let's go with Goblins here, let's go with Ice Spirit as well. I think I'm gonna try and go with, should I go? Yeah, I think I should go with Goblinstein here, just to be more annoying and left the princess alive, and then this way he's gonna have to spend maybe a spell. Maybe, like, honestly, anything is already good because this way we force out more elixir. So let's actually go with ability here. In my opinion, whenever the what's it called? The Goblinstein, like the monster, dies next to the tower, close to the tower, it's always worth it to pop the ability, by the way. Because it's 2 elixir, and look at the amount of damage it deals for 2 elixir. And besides dealing the damage on the tower, we also took care of the bomber. So now then afterwards the bomber hasn't, like, we don't need to respond to it anymore. So it will not be able to get any damage. So a very good situation overall. Let's go with a princess here in the back. I don't want to be too predictable by going princess at the bridge whenever we can. I think sometimes we should be able to, but I think especially in single elixir, you just want to kind of, play it slowly, gather information, and then when you know his cycle, when you know more about his deck, that is when you try to go for potential princess at the bridge. So let's go with a cannon here defensively. The Goblinstein monster should be able to tank for the flying machine, so that's amazing. And then afterwards we can prepare the Goblin Barrel. In my opinion, Goblin Barrel evolution should always go. Ooh, the Ram Rider got a connection, by the way, but I guess it's fine. In my opinion, the normal barrel, like you guys can see right now, the strong goblins, or how do you even say that, they are able to get a lot of damage on the right side tower. Why did I not send it to the tower with the least amount of HP, which in this case was the left side tower? Because most of the times people are gonna defend the tower with the least amount of HP. So in my opinion, you should always go with the normal barrel towards the tower with the most amount of HP, and then afterwards, most of the times, that is gonna turn into the tower with the least amount of HP. Okay, let's go with a fireball here. We do need to be careful because he might get I was about to say the demolisher on top of the tower, but I think we should be fine. Let's in the meantime. Oh, what an amazing rage spell by him. I don't know if you guys noticed, but it actually killed the evil ice spirit, and it also allowed the Ram Rider to get so much damage. Wow, I did not expect that. Okay, we need to be careful right now because it actually got a ton of damage. I was not ready for that. Let's in the meantime go with a fireball on top of the demolisher. I think the fly machine, honestly, looking at the left side tower, we can just completely ignore it, and then we just need to focus on defense right now. Okay, let's go with Ice Spirit, let's go with Goblins, making sure that the recruit is not gonna get any more damage, and I think we can, let's actually go with ability here. I think it's a good ability. Let's in the meantime go with a princess, and let's go with a Goblin Barrel. Once again, even though we have the right side tower with 600 HP, I still want to go with the normal barrel on the left side, because most of the time that is where he's gonna defend it. Okay, let's see, let's go with the Ice Spirit here. I think I'm gonna pressure with the goblins. We do have the ability on the right side tower. I think that's actually gonna, oh no, looks like it's not because it already died. I think it would have been able to get a connection. I'm not completely sure, but I think because the monster, like the doctor, not the doctor, but the monster died close to the tower, it should have been able to get the damage on the right side tower. Okay, let's go with princess here. We need to be careful, guys, because this is still very losable situation. Okay, let's go with Goblin style. Let's then go with ability here. I'm gonna go with Goblin Barrel. And low-key, we might just have to Fireball Cycle this guy. Or is he gonna... Okay, I was about to say, or is he gonna take damage with this barrel? Looks like he is gonna take damage, so 107 HP left on the right side tower. We are gonna secure the victory. That was kind of scary that one Rim Rider plus Rage Push was able to get so much damage, but luckily we were able to secure the victory. See you guys soon with the next match. Okay, let's go guys. Hopping into the next match so far, doing really good. 3-0. Let's see if we can get the second win. Yeah, with the Lockbait deck, and then in the last two matches we're gonna switch to the last deck, so make sure to watch all the matches in today's video, and also let me know in the comment section down below after watching the video which one is your favorite and which one are you gonna try in this global tournament. Okay, looks like this guy has a bomber, a baby dragon, most likely gonna be some kind of, I would say even graveyard deck. I'm not sure, but I guess it could be graveyard here. I think I'm gonna go cannon to defend the bomber and then also distract the baby dragon, and afterwards the monster should be able to also do its job. Okay, so does it mean that he doesn't have barbell, or should he still have the barbell? I guess we'll find out later. Let's in the meantime go with Goblin Barrel here. I'm gonna go with a fireball on top of the Ice Wizard plus the cage as well. Goblins in the meantime are getting a decent amount of damage, and I think I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. Okay, perfect. Ooh, we need to be careful here. This is kind of scary. I'm not gonna lie, that's gonna be kind of hard to defend, but I think we should be fine. Let's here go with a lock. Let's then go... okay, let's wait a little bit. I want to make sure that the Doctor's ability is over with, because if not, the Goblins are gonna die instantly. And then I go with Goblins here last second. So I guess we were a little bit too aggressive, especially with the one Fireball. I thought that the Fireball was good, but of course the Fireball only makes the Brawler from the Goblin Cage go out instead of actually hitting the Brawler itself. So I guess there was a, how do you say, a small overcommitment on my part. But let's see if we can, still secure the victory here. Okay, let's go with a princess like this. Let's wait a little bit. I think I'm gonna go with Goblin Barrel once again off to the side. Maybe I should go Ice Spirit. Man, it kind of hurts using the evil Ice Spirit like that. By the way, very good Goblin Barrel placement. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I made sure to put it on the side of the tower, knowing that these type of graveyard decks, I would say 9 of the 10 times use Tornado. I just wanted to make sure that we do not give him any Tornado value. Okay, is he gonna pop the ability? Looks like he goes with his poison. Let's actually go with lock. Let's then go with goblins as well. Even if he pops the ability, which in this case he is gonna do, I don't think it's gonna get as much damage as if we would have just let the brawler be. Okay, let's go with a Goblin Stein split here. Then I'm gonna prepare my Goblin Barrel evolution, but I'm gonna go with the normal Goblin Barrel towards the left side again. Okay, he does go with the evil Goblin Cage. Let's set up the cannon on defense. And let's wait a little bit to see, what he's gonna do next. Is he gonna go in for a graveyard? Is he just gonna let this be for now? I guess we will find out soon. Okay, let's go like this. Let's go with a fireball on defense. Let's go with a lock here as well. Princess to activate the King Tower. Thanks to the bomber. And overall situation, I would say, is pretty good for us, especially considering that he has graveyard, which he didn't show yet, by the way. But it is gonna be very easy for us to defend it, or easier at least to defend it, thanks to the King Tower activation. Okay, let's go with the Ice Spirit. Let's go with Fireball on top of the Ice Wizard. Let's set up a cannon defensively. Let's go with Princess here to be able to continue pressuring. And let's then go with a Goblin Barrel. Okay, Ice Spirit like this. Goblins on defense as well. And let's then prepare the lock here as soon as possible. Plus a cannon. Okay, nice. Cannon should be able to tank and destruct everything. In the meantime, I'm going to go with another Goblin Barrel here. And let's go with Ice Spirit, making sure that the bomber is not going to get a connection. Looks like the Goblins might be able to get some damage, please. Okay, nice. Is able to get the damage 2 shots each. And then the Ice Spirit jump is gonna make it into fireball range. So very nice victory there. Low-key, I could have played that a little bit better, but it also shows how strong this deck is. Even making a few minor mistakes, we still managed to secure the victory. So see you guys soon with the last deck of today's video. Okay guys, this is the last deck we're gonna use in today's video. This really quick Goblin Drill quick cycle deck with the evil bomber. 2.8 average cost. Very quick cycle. I've seen many players use this on the top leaderboard, and it's in general a very solid deck in the current meta. So see you guys soon with the last 2 matches. Okay, let's go guys. Hopping into the first match of the drill deck. It's a really solid deck in the current meta. I've seen many people, pro players and just in general, a lot of players on the top of the leaderboard using this version. I'm pretty sure that poison plus lock kills the Goblin Stein like the Doctor, and also damages the monster itself quite a bit. And I've seen, just in general, many people use it. So I think let's cycle here. Let's go with a bomber. Let's then go with an Ice Spirit. Let's go with Goblin Stein towards the right side. It looks like he also goes with a Goblin card, but he's actually gonna be running Goblin Giant. Okay, it's gonna be interesting to see what he's gonna be dropping it to support it. And it looks like he has a P.E.K.K.A. actually. Okay, I think I'm gonna pop ability. I'm not sure if this ability is too aggressive, but I think the ability is actually pretty good because it deals a good amount of damage to the P.E.K.K.A. in this case. Okay, let's go lock, making sure that we kill those spear goblins. Let's then go with skeletons here. to distract the P.E.K.K.A. I'm not sure if he's gonna have another... Okay, he goes with a rage spell, but he doesn't even rage up the skeletons. That allows us to get defended without having to spend that much elixir. And I guess here we can prepare either Bomber or the Goblin Jill. I guess I'm gonna go Goblin Jill here, mainly to start cycling towards the Goblin Jill evolution. And then whatever he drops, we can probably respond with a Bomber. Okay, so he has a suspicious bush. What? Okay. I mean, I guess it will kind of defend, but honestly not the best defense on his part. He still takes a ton of damage, and in the meantime, let's cycle. Okay, he goes with a Goblin Giant. Let's go with a Cannon here. And I'm low-key just gonna go with Poison, I think. Yeah, let's go with Poison here on defense, mainly to take care of the Bomber. Let's then go with Ice Spirit here last second as well, and let's go with Skeletons on top. He does go with the Evil P.E.K.K.A, and man, are we able to defend this? Let's go with a Goblin Stein like this. I think the Goblin Stein will be able to, like the monster itself, will be able to distract the P.E.K.K.A a little bit. And then afterwards the Doctor can hopefully, yeah, do a decent job to distract the P.E.K.K.A. But man, I'm not sure about this situation. Can we defend this? P.E.K.K.A is actually locked onto the tower. Let's go with a lock. Hopefully taking care of the P.E.K.K.A without taking any other shots. Man, please. Oh my god, P.E.K.K.A 'Evolution is so broken. How? It got another shot there? 407 HP on our right side tower. Man, P.E.K.K.A 'Evolution is so broken. Hopefully soon it's gonna get nerfed. And it's supposed to be nerfed right now, by the way. But that's insane. Luckily for us, we do get a good connection with Evil Bomber. Let's go with Ice Spirit. Let's go with Goblin Drill. I don't know. I honestly don't even know what to say right now, guys. Like, in my opinion, this guy is not really playing, yeah, like out of his mind. And he still took down our tower to 407 HP. That's just insane to me. Okay, let's try to focus up and defend this. He only showed that he has Rage Spell. And he only showed that he has Zap. So I think that he should not have any other cards. He does have arrows as well. That's true. I forgot about the arrows. So he doesn't have a big spell. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, he doesn't have, for example, I don't know. What could he have? For example, lightning, fireball, like something like that. His only spells are like small spells. Okay, let's go with a cannon. Let's go with a bomber. And I think we should be able to win the match, even though it is a really close one. I don't think he has enough DPS unless... Okay, he even misses the zap. Like, man, he was... I don't want to offend him or... How do you say? Like respect to him, of course. But he played that, in my opinion, kind of without thinking too much. And he still made it so close. Okay, let's go, guys. Hopping into the last match of today's video. So far, perfect video. Very fun decks to play with. In my opinion, these decks are really solid in the current meta. Goblin Stein is definitely, yeah, dominating the meta. In my opinion, if you do not use any Goblin Stein decks, you're gonna be at a huge disadvantage. It's just so strong. Like, honestly, Goblin Stein in the current meta is pretty much used by any pro player. And I think in general, just all the players are really, yeah, using it and taking advantage of it. Okay, let's go with a Goblin Jill here towards the right side. I think we do not need to overspend on the Giant, honestly. We can just go with some Skeletons, and then with the help of the... Okay, let's actually pop the ability. Man, this ability is gonna be insane, guys. Look at this ability. Ooh, unfortunately, it did not hit the Musketeer, but it's still able to completely destroy the Barbarians, and it's also able to deal yeah, a lot of damage. Okay, let's actually go with Poison. We do have to be careful with this defense. Let's go with Ice Spirit here as well to try and distract, and let's go with a Bomber off to the side. Okay, that could have been a little bit better because unfortunately the Flying Machine was able to get a connection on the right side tower, but I think that the Goblin Stein, after seeing Barbarians, after seeing the deck that he's using, is gonna get so much value. Like, the ability should be able to get a lot of value in this matchup right here. Okay, let's go with a Goblin Jill towards the right side. I think it's very important to always cycle your evolutions, and looks like he goes with a Balloon. Okay, wait, luckily for us, the Balloon is actually gonna go backwards. Man, that Loki is gonna save us a lot because, yeah, if not, I think the Balloon would have been able to at least get a good amount of damage. And in the meantime, the Goblin Jill is getting so much damage right here. Okay, I'm gonna pop the ability because I do not want the Balloon to get to the tower. And look at the ability. Oh my god, is that gonna take care? Wait, that's actually gonna almost fully take care of the Barbarians with the help of the Lock. We are gonna take care of them. And we just destroyed the Balloon, but at the same time, with the same ability, we managed to also kill his evil Barbarians. Man, that's crazy. Like, sometimes the ability of the Goblin Stein is just, yeah, way too strong in my opinion. Okay, let's go with Skeletons, making sure that the Flying Machine is not gonna get any unnecessary damage like it did before. We cannot afford any other mistakes, and let's in the meantime go with a Goblin Jill here towards the right side. Okay, he does go with a Musketeer. I guess we can just prepare maybe a potential Poison, or do we even need to? I think, yeah, I don't think we need to be honest. We can just take the tower with a Lock and then keep the Poison for defense right now. Okay, let's go with Lock right now. Let's see what he's gonna do next. He's gonna go... Okay, he's gonna switch lanes. We need to pull off a crazy defense right now. Okay, let's go with Skeletons. Let's go with Ice Spirit. I think I'm gonna go Goblin Jill like this. And I think that activates the King Tower if I'm not wrong. I'm not completely sure, but I think it activates the King Tower. Okay, let's go with ability in the meantime from the Goblin time. Very nice ability. Let's go with Skeletons here on top of the Musketeer. Let's go with Ice Spirit. And at this point, all we need to do is survive for 20 more seconds, which I think should be, yeah, pretty easy for us to do. We have a very solid defense with this deck. We have a quick cycle. We can go with Cannon. Goblin Drone defense also very good play in some situations, like for example now against the Goblin Giant Balloon Push. Let's go with Goblin style, let's go with ability. This deck is so solid, super good defense. And wow, what? Did you guys see that? He froze and then the ability still works even if it freezes. Goblin Stein is just way too broken. That's also why I included it in all 3 decks of today's video. That's gonna be it for me for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure to smack the like button. If not subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in one of my next videos. Take care, guys.